look at these two sentences. This sentence says, Ankita said to Ravi, I took your pen yesterday. Now, in this case, we are directly quoting the words of Ankita. These are the exact words of Ankita, and we have put them within inverted commas. So, we are directly quoting the words of the speaker. So, this is direct speech. Whereas in this sentence, Ankita told Ravi that she had taken his pen the previous day. So we are not directly quoting the words of Ankita. We are not using the exact words of the speaker. We are stating what the speaker said in some other words without changing the meaning of the sentence. This is indirect speech. So both are ways of reporting, but this is direct speech, this is indirect speech. Now, when we change a sentence or convert a sentence from direct speech to indirect speech, there are certain things which change, like said to becomes told. So, the reporting verb changes. Also, the inverted commas are removed and there is a that. Another thing, I becomes she, your becomes his. So the pronouns inside the quotations, they change. Also, took becomes had taken. So the tense changes, or if it is future tense, the modal changes. Also, yesterday becomes the previous day. So there are certain special words which indicate time or place. So they also change when we convert from direct speech to indirect speech. So let us see how do the pronouns change when we convert a sentence from direct speech to indirect speech. That is, the pronouns within the inverted commas, which are the actual words of the speaker, change from direct to indirect speech. So first, let us see what happens to the first person pronoun of the direct speech. So first person pronoun means I or we, that is the person speaking, I, or if there are more than one person, then we. So how does it change? It changes according to the person of the subject of the reporting verb. So the reporting verb here is said. The sentence is, Raj said to his mother, I have lost a pen. Now I is the first person pronoun within the inverted commas. I have lost a pen. Now we need to see what is the subject of the reporting verb. The reporting verb is said. The subject of the reporting verb is Raj. So, I refers to Raj. Raj said to his mother, I have lost a pen. Now, if I say that Raj told his mother that I had lost a pen, if I put an I here, Raj told his mother that I had lost a pen, then it is very confusing. Who has lost a pen? Have I lost a pen? No, it is actually Raj who has lost a pen, because Raj said to his mother, I have lost a pen. Who is the speaker? Raj. So this I refers to Raj, who is the speaker, and Raj is the subject of said, which is the reporting verb. So I need to have Raj here. Raj told his mother that Raj had lost a pen. But we don't use the same noun again and again. We use a pronoun instead. So the pronoun that I use here is he and not I. Raj told his mother that he had lost a pen. In this case, he refers to Raj, who is the subject of the reporting verb. So when we convert from direct to indirect speech, I changes as per the subject of the reporting verb. So in this case it is Raj. Now when I refer to Raj, I will call him he and not I. So Raj told his mother that he had lost a pen. So this is how first person pronoun changes. You said to your mother, I have lost a pen. Now in this case, I refers to you because you are saying. So when you say, I have lost a pen, so this I refers to you. Now when I report it in indirect speech, it is you told your mother that you had lost a pen. So you. So I need to see what is the subject of said, which is the reporting verb. It is you. So we will have you here. You told your mother that you had lost a pen because this I also refers to you. So in this case, because the meaning should not change, you told your mother that you had lost a pen. If I write I here, you told your mother that I had lost a pen. The meaning of the sentence changes. Now, if it is, I said to my mother, I have lost a pen. So now I refers to I. I is the subject of said. So I told my mother that I had lost a pen. So if the reporting verb, the subject of the reporting verb is I, then even this remains the same, that is I. What if it is we? I said to my mother, we should play. So in this case, we includes I and someone else. So we includes I. So I told my mother that we should play. So in this case also, we remains the same. Now what happens if there is second person pronoun in direct speech? What is the second person? You. That is the person or the people spoken to. For both singular and plural, it is you. It changes according to the person of the object of the reporting verb. So Sam said to Ritu, you sang beautifully. Now Sam said to Ritu. Now when Sam is talking to Ritu and he is saying, you sang beautifully, who is the you referring to? You is referring to Ritu because Sam is saying this to Ritu. So you is referring to Ritu. Now when I report it in indirect speech, it is Sam told Ritu that Dash had sung beautifully. Who had sung beautifully? Ritu had sung beautifully. But I don't use the same noun. So instead of Ritu, I use the pronoun she. So you refers to the object of said. Said is the reporting verb, Ritu is the object, and you refers to the object of said. Sam told Ritu that she had sung beautifully. Now Sam said to you, you sang beautifully. So Sam said to you, you sang beautifully. So this you is once again referring to you. Now you, this you is the object of the reporting verb said. Sam told you that Dash had sung beautifully. Who had sung beautifully? You. So the object of the reporting verb, it comes here. Sam told you that you had sung beautifully. Sam said to me, you sang beautifully. So in this case, Sam is referring to me. This you is referring to me. So, Sam told me that I had sung beautifully because you refers to me. Me is the object of the reporting verb said. So, instead of this you, there will be I. Because who had sung beautifully? I. I had sung beautifully. Sam said to me, you sang beautifully. So, for that I need to write, Sam told me that I had sung beautifully. Now, what happens if there is third person pronoun? That is he, she, they. Then it remains the same in indirect speech. It does not change. In direct speech, it is Jimmy said she is not well. In the indirect speech, we will have Jimmy said that she was not well. So she remains she, third person pronoun remains the same. Even if this pronoun is second person, is in second person, you said she is not well, but because this is in third person referring to someone else, it still will refer to someone else. So you said that she was not well. This is how it is in indirect speech. Even if I say this statement, I said they are at the hospital. Now they means I am referring to someone else. So over here also I need to refer to someone else. So I will use the same pronoun, they. I said that they were at the hospital. So this is how the pronouns change when we convert the sentences from direct speech to indirect speech. The first person pronoun within the quotation, within the inverted commas. Mind you, not the first person outside the inverted comma. The first person within the inverted comma changes according to the subject of the reporting verb. The second person, that is you, changes according to the object of the reporting verb. And the third person, that is he, she or they, it remains the same. If you like this video, then subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at deltastep.com to get all the learning resources as per CBSE, ICSE, IB, Cambridge or any other curriculum. Over 5,000 amazing lectures on maths, science, English and social science. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged, and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis along with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve the slightest of your doubts. And that's not all. You can also win exciting prizes like PlayStations, iPads, watches and many more, along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So at deltastep.com, learning is not just fun and easy, it is rewarding too. So register for free now.